Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about the Fortnite storyline and what upcoming events we can expect. Now, if you haven't already, guys, do go and support me as a creator. I've been giving shout outs to everyone. My username for that is postboxpat, and as you can see on screen right now, here are some shout outs I'm giving again. Thank you for everybody who has been supporting me on that. It's been absolutely awesome. And with the new Reaper pickaxe, which is in store, and the reappearance of kind of the male gold trooper, which was originally introduced into Save the World, and we finally have these in the game now, so it'd be awesome if you guys could go and support me as a creator and then tweet me at postboxpat, and I'll be giving you guys a shout out. Anyway, let's jump straight into this and talk a little bit about the details relating to the storyline content relating to this week, which is week 5 on the storyline. So I've completed 2 videos this for Nightmare, should I say, about secret locations and secret features, and they are going to take an impact in this video. So if you haven't checked out them 2 videos, I recommend it. One video goes over all of the map changes and the other one goes over Fatal Fields entirely, because there's a lot of detail to notice there. Now, from what we know from the Fortnite storyline, we know that recently the Loot Lake event, for some reason, the cube arrived here again. It reappeared with the island and caused this portal in the sky. Now, the portal in the sky has created, that bit's a bit weird on the right there, but the portal in the sky has created other things spawning around the map, which is obviously the zombies or the cube monsters. So we've got that all appearing, and while that's going on, the cube is slowly starting to crack, as you can see on screen right now, which means potentially we could be getting an event in the next few weeks or days. Now, I'm actually hosting an event this Sunday on my channel, I believe, with Fortnite Leaks. We're going to be having loads of fun in playground mode, testing out the stuff, having like mini 1v1s and stuff. So that's going to be pretty fun. We aren't the best Fortnite players, but you guys can come and stay tuned for that. And then after me and Fortnite Leaks have had some fun in playground mode, checking out all the pirate ships and all that sort of stuff, having a little 1v1, just messing around, nothing too serious. Then we're going to jump into the actual main game and host a public event where everybody is going to go towards this direction, because that is currently by Haunted Hills, and that is where the storyline is held at the moment. We'll get into a little bit more detail about that in a moment, but let me dig in deep into the cube. So the cube itself is expanding, and a lot of people are questioning who could actually spawn in from this cube. Now, the storyline, from what I know and what I can predict, is we're probably going to get the reappearance of the Blockbuster skin potentially appearing from here, or even more potential, it could be related to the week 7 skin. It's gone quite unnoticed recently within the community, but the week 7 skin, which is the secret skin that everybody's been hyping up, could potentially appear from this cube. Now, obviously the hype for it isn't as much as previous secret skins like the Blockbuster skin or the Road Trip skin, but the new secret skin that we do have could have a huge impact on this. So it's definitely worth considering, and when you go inside the cube, it's absolutely insane now. It's definitely more brighter, so you never know. My prediction is that we could possibly see this cube and the cracks on it having a huge impact on the upcoming skin, that potentially it could be, you know what, the new rare skin, should I say, or not exactly rare skin, but simply complete all your challenges and you will unlock it. So it's worth trying it and trying to predict it that way, but it's definitely going to have some relevance to it, because if you remember, the Road Trip skin didn't really have too much relevance to the actual road trip, but now we've got the Hunting Party skin, which is going to have a huge impact on the storyline. Now, Hunting Party itself, I don't know exactly what I can refer it to or kind of relate it to, because the idea of a hunting party could be people are returning in to Fortnite Battle Royale to hunt down the current zombies, the husks, whatever you want to call them. That's potentially what the Hunting Party skin could actually be doing. Now, with the current loading screen which we've got, which I'll pop on screen for you guys right now, as you can see, the loading screen is actually Calamity, and I think it might be the male version of the new cowboy, which we recently got in the Nightmares update. I can't remember if it is, I can't really tell or not. And then we've got the 2 vampire characters. They're actually having a fight over at the mountain by Haunted Hills, and as they continually fighting each other and challenging each other for different stuff, we know that potentially that could be a big impact on the Hunting Party skin. Because if you guys remember, as you can see on screen right now, I think it was the week 7 or week 6 of season 5 loading screen actually introduced the Blockbuster skin. And what Fortnite have done, which is really interesting, is they've actually not allowed us to see the week 6 leak, because obviously the week 6 leak may have a clue to either what the cube's going to be doing, or potentially the Hunting Party skin, which still hasn't been announced. Now, the Hunting Party skin doesn't really have super hype around it, and I don't know, it's one of them things that potentially we might see some huge impacts on. I'm going to be covering it a little bit on my channel now leading up to the hunting party event, which isn't long to go at all really, only 2 more weeks left. So the hype for it isn't really there yet, but we're definitely going to create some hype for it, so prepare for that very, very soon. But yeah, the crack on this cube is pretty interesting. I'm starting to feel like maybe we could get some cool event from the crack on the cube. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Well, potentially, maybe, I don't know exactly if it's going to be the case or not, but I've got a little bit of a prediction that the cube is going to have some sort of one last event before it disappears, and that's where the hunting party may come in to save us from all the zombies, or maybe if the blockbuster returns, the hunting party could save us from that. So it makes sense having that hunting party skin in the game currently, because obviously the idea, hunting the husks, zombies, cube monsters is the official name for them, but everyone's calling them different things, so it's hard for me to know what to call them, but if I call them cube monsters, I guess that's the official term for them. But yeah, the hunting party could have huge relevance to that, which would be pretty interesting. So as we keep traveling around the map, we think, where else could we see an event take place, and what exactly is going on with the map? Well, like I said guys, I've produced a video for you guys which explores the entire of Fatal Fields, which I highly recommend checking out because it is a very interesting video, as Fatal Fields has changed the entire structure to it. It's worth checking out that video because it'll give you guys a good overview of what Fatal Fields has turned into, and is it going to have a huge impact on the story. That video over there on my channel will tell you guys that. Check that out after this video, it's highly recommended. Then I also did some map change videos, which I will go over a few quickly because some of them have quite a big impact on the Fortnite storyline. So the most obvious map change is clearly the actual cube, but a side storyline that we've been having in the game for a very long time is the burger van, or the pizza van should I say, not burger van, I got a bit mixed up there, but the pizza van is currently, well, was currently at Tomato Town, and it's no longer there anymore. I did introduce it in one of my thumbnail pics, but it used to be part right there. Now what they've done is they decided to put that pizza van over at Greasy Grove. Now this is quite an interesting concept and not something I expected for them to do. What makes it interesting is because having the pizza truck over at Greasy Grove could indicate something related to the Durr Burger, which is on the hill all the way over there in the distance behind that hill there. You can't, there it is, you can just see a big blurry thing on the hill over there, but that's the big triangle thing. That is the Durr Burger. And then we go down here, and this is the pizza truck that we've got, the pizza pit truck, and he's actually rotating Uncle Pete's Pizza around the map and setting up at different locations. Now this truck was only just set up at Tomato Town, and now it's located itself outside of Durr Burger, and it's got the tomato head on top of it. So potentially, could he be reappearing to Durr Burger, like the Durr Burger sign? That is another side storyline we could affect. Well, I don't know. I feel like we can expect it to happen, but it's not 100% guaranteed because obviously the truck's exploring around. If next update, it may move locations. So it's kind of like a side storyline that's always been going on behind the main quest storyline, and that's what allows us to kind of cover the storyline. I've not really picked up on it. Like Durr Burger, we've had that as a huge impact, and it's still even here with the drift sign. Someone needs to pick this up and move it. Why has no truck come and picked it up and put it back where it belongs? I have no idea. And then also on the map change video, which was a key map change, I didn't really talk about it relating to the storyline. The battle bus currently has crashed here. Now, if you didn't know, or if you did know, the battle bus does enter the map all the time. It's a consistent thing within the storyline. It's not just like a one-off thing where the battle bus just comes and goes. It's not really like that from what I know. There's two versions of the storyline. There's a current world that's like living, and then there's the battle bus which drops in, has a battle, and then all the people return to wherever they return to. So it's an interesting concept, and you know, at one stage I did crack the entire Fortnite kind of setting and where it was located and stuff. We've got that kind of covered in the video already, but it was pretty awesome. We'll definitely make a future thing on Fortnite storylines. Like, we're always covering Fortnite storyline on this channel, so if you guys are new around here, please do stick around and hit that subscribe button. But like I'm saying, this is basically what's going on in the Fortnite map at the moment. One of the battle buses that came in during the battle bus kind of battle royale stuff that's going on in the storyline when people are exploring the map and stuff, the bus actually came in and crashed down. Now this had a huge impact, as we saw in the trailer, on the Halloween event, which is currently taking place. And what makes it really interesting to me and makes me kind of feel, why have Fortnite decided to do this? Like, they actually decided to make the cube the main source for Fortnitemares, which means the entire of the end of Season 5 and halfway through Season 6, we saw the cube moving around the map, rolling around, or tumbling around, whatever you want to call it, and then it ended up at Loot Lake, in that event that I covered on my channel, when the entire lake turned into kind of bouncy castle or cheese lake if you were there for the stream. And then again, the cube decided to travel around the map once again and go to all the ruins, this time by flying rather than on foot. And then he just kind of, or she, or Kevin, it's technically a he, if it's called Kevin, then the cube decided to suck up all of these things, which were kind of just power, really, that gave it the power to summon in this huge portal. So it was an interesting concept, because generally the cube was already there. The cube actually shrunk a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's as big as it used to be, so it used a lot of its power to suck in this kind of huge portal, which is summoning the zombies which are currently in the game, or the cube monsters as I like to call them. Now, one thing to do note about that is because obviously these ruins gained power over time. What happened was, during the connection between Season 5 and Season 6, these ruins were just left on their own. And by the time we logged in for Season 6, we could see that time had clearly passed and a lot of the ruins had gained more location, like more kind of structure to it. You can see how big the area is, how dark it is around here, and then a lot of the shadow stones were appearing, giving the ruin a lot more power, which allowed the cube to go around and generate even more power to create this event which is currently going on. Now, as the cube slowly starts to crack, and eventually it will open up, we can expect something to come out of there, or maybe some sort of thing to happen during the explosion, which could cause the return of the Blockbuster skin, hence why the Hunting Party skin could actually be a good skin. Now, the Road Trip skin didn't have too much of an impact on the storyline. It was more like a defender coming in to either protect the world, or an enforcer. It was obviously called Enforcer, so it was coming in to enforce the rules that are currently going on in the map, from what I could tell. Now, generally, we don't know what the Hunting Party skin is going to be called, so we'll have to wait until that. We'll probably get that around week 7, early week 7. They're trying the best not to leak it though, which is cool, so hopefully we'll expect something big from that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. There's not really much else I can talk about relating to the ideas of that for now. I'm going to be producing some more videos on the idea of the cube in the future, and some more storyline videos. So if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I also cover other content relating to Fortnite Battle Royale, including challenge tips, etc. There's so much stuff on my channel. I recommend checking it out. And also, we've got a stream going this Sunday where I'll be 1v1ing a Fortnite leaker, and we'll be having a lot of fun as well, getting you guys involved in the game by going into public events, where we'll be hosting an event over at the actual Haunted Hills tower, whatever you want to call it, on top of the hill. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go and support me as a creator, and then tweet me at postboxpat so I can give you guys a shout out, which would be much respected and much appreciated. So once again, postboxpat signing out.